Hi everyone, it's really good to talk to you today. My name's Neilesh Champaneria. I'm an electrician from a company called Derby Homes, and I'm also part of the East Midlands Young Apprenticeship Ambassador Network. Now, I did a level 3 advanced apprenticeship in electrical installation, which was 3.5 years long, and now I've been qualified for 2.5 years, and I'm working in Derby Homes as part of an electrical inspection and testing team. At Derby Homes, we help to repair and maintain over 13,500 homes throughout the city of Derby. And as part of the team, I carry out electrical safety inspections, essential maintenance and repairs all over the city. So today, hopefully, I'm just going to give you a bit of insight into apprenticeships, what my experience was, and actually how I found my apprenticeship. So I saw my apprenticeship vacancy listed on the Find an Apprenticeship website. So you can go to gov.uk/apply apprenticeships, and you can find on there all the apprenticeship vacancies listed. Now remember, these vacancies are nationwide, so you'll need to use the filters to find the apprenticeship that is going to be maybe in your area, or maybe you can use ones to filter down to different industries that you're interested in. Now, depending on the circumstances, whether it's in person or virtually, apprenticeship open days can be a really good opportunity to get out there and meet potential employers. I went to an apprenticeship open day at my local college, and I was able to meet my employer, have a one-to-one chat, and just find out a bit more about the apprenticeship and what it would involve. Usually, it's a good idea to find out, things about what the course might involve that goes alongside your apprenticeship. Think about the grades that might be required for your apprenticeship also. These are all good little things to know before you actually decide to apply for your chosen apprenticeship. But really, why did I choose my apprenticeship? Well, after leaving school, after finishing my GCSEs, I kept my options open. I did actually start my A-levels, but I found very quickly that it just wasn't going to be right for me. So I left my A-levels after maybe a week or so, and I actually went to college and started my electrical course. That was something I was interested in, but also I thought about being a professional chef also. So I had a part-time job in a professional kitchen. So after about 2 years of working in the professional kitchen and also doing my electrical course, I knew that electrical was the thing that I was really interested in more. So I knew my apprenticeship, sector after college and what I wanted to go into. And the best way to get qualified in electrical was by doing an apprenticeship. So that's why I chose to do an apprenticeship. And that appeal of having practical skills and a real wage, that really appealed to me. Because if you're earning and learning, it's like the best of both worlds. So out there, if you're looking for apprenticeship vacancies, you've got to look at what's going to be right for you. Don't just follow the crowd, don't just do the things that your friends are doing. Look at what's going to be good for you. You're going to look for things that are going to benefit you, things that you're good at, you enjoy. And even if you have your heart set on uni, you want to do your A-levels and go to uni, have you considered doing a higher or a degree apprenticeship where you can do a degree, do an apprenticeship at the same time, and the bonus is you don't come out with any student debt at the end of it. Now, the application process for my apprenticeship was actually quite a long one. It was a 3-step process, which involved first an initial assessment at college, where I had to do assessments in math, science, and ICT. Then I was invited for a formal interview, which was done in the style of a speed dating style. It was a little bit different to a traditional interview. And then my second interview was part of a team building day, which you can see in the pictures there. And the reason the company did this is because they want to know, how good you are as an individual, but also how good you can be as part of a team. Because, being good on your own is all good and well, but, can you be a team player and a team leader? How good are your personal skills? Companies really, appreciate when they can see these skills in people, in their candidates. So, my top tips for going forward in the application process is first, you've got to practice. If you've got a friend or maybe your parents or, someone at college who has interview skills, who've been through interviews, go through some practice questions with them. Also do some research on the company that you're going to interview for. Things like how many employees they have, how long they've been in business. Employees really do appreciate when you take that extra step, to find out a bit more about them. And also the way you dress is actually really important. When I went for my interview, I saw people turning up in tracksuits, joggers, hoodies, you name it. And it just doesn't set a good first impression. They're taking that extra step to maybe put on a shirt, maybe put on a tie, employers do appreciate that, and it will be noticed. So actually doing my apprenticeship, it was a full-time job. It was a 37-hour working week, and that included, a one-day release to college. And I really enjoyed, having that practical skill, working, day in and day out. Because, I think there's only so much you can learn from a textbook or from a lecturer. And, granted, I had some great lecturers, but that knowledge in the classroom could only take you so far. It's only when I got out the classroom and I started to apply, what I was learning in real life situations, that it really helped me come to life. And, I started learning much faster that way. And even though as an apprentice, I was able to enjoy full company benefits, things like sick pay, holiday pay, even flexible working hours. So my advice is, if you're doing an apprenticeship, just get involved as much as you can. Have fun while you're doing it. My company, we do things like community projects, charity days, and that added to my experience of being an apprentice. And I've also included this slide because I wanted to show you that you can still get that gap year uni experience while being an apprentice. Even though I was working full-time and studying, I was still able to travel the world because I had the money to do so. I didn't have to borrow from the bank of mum and dad. I was able to, do things like buy a car. You can still get that gap year, that uni kind of feel experience while you're doing an apprenticeship. Then after the program now, I'm a fully qualified electrician. I've got a recognised qualification. Also, my company is paid for further qualifications that I can take, to add on to my qualifications. And now my options after my apprenticeship completion and progression, it's completely endless. I can do almost anything I want to do, whether that's in my company, maybe set up my own business, go work abroad. It really is limitless. I've got that real living wage, have that step up from being an apprentice to now being a full-time employee. And also now I'm helping to mentor the apprentices. I'm helping to mentor apprentices that did my very own apprenticeship. So, helping people in that way, it's really helped me. And that's why I'm here today, because, I want to share my experience with you, because when I was growing up, no one ever told me about the benefits of apprenticeships. And that's the reason I'm part of the Young Apprenticeship Ambassador Network, because we are former or current apprentices who want to get out there, talk to people in schools, talk to people in colleges, employers, about the benefits apprenticeships have brought to us. And, it's brought me some amazing experiences, like I've been able to, give speeches at the House of Commons. I've been part of a project group to develop an association for apprentices to, bring apprentices together, to network, to have that sense of community and support. Also, I've been part of the Big Assembly. You might have seen the Big Assembly in your school or college. I've been part of the actual panel, and I've also been able to host the Big Assembly with an amazing diverse group of apprentices also. And then a bit more recently, I've been awarded East Midlands Apprentice Champion of the Year, and I was able to be highly commended at the National Awards in November 2019. Like I said, I would never had any of these experiences and amazing opportunities if I hadn't done my apprenticeship, if I just done my A-levels and gone to uni. So these are some of the amazing opportunities that just by doing an apprenticeship, I've been able to experience. So, going forward, a lot of you might not be sure what to do after your GCSEs, after A-levels, but my advice to you would be explore all your options. Like me, you might be torn between things after school. You might have different interests. So don't be afraid to try new things. Just get out there into the world, try different things, and you'll soon realise, what is your strengths and what you're going to enjoy doing as a job. And all the efforts and stuff you put in, it's not going to be easy, but at the end of it, it's definitely going to be worth it. So hopefully today, I've been able to, just inspire a few of you who were considering an apprenticeship, just to take that step, go for it. For maybe those of you who weren't considering an apprenticeship, maybe I've given you, just a bit of a nudge to maybe get out there and see what's out there. You can go to the apprenticeships.gov.uk website to find out all you need to know about an apprenticeship. It was really good to talk to you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, in the near future, you can help to fire up your career by doing an apprenticeship.